Video, I'm going to share with you if you're a company based in Africa, South Africa, Kenya, Tanzania, or you have a company in places like India or Bangladesh, how you can get access to a line of credit, non-secure loan, and or even simply participate in a private placement program. Hi, my name is Taimour Zaman from Creditai. My organization's goal is to provide far more capital to entrepreneurs that traditional banks or brokers can provide. I believe by giving entrepreneurs that have integrity, that have a great idea, if you can give them access to capital, especially far more capital than they can get compared to traditional banks, you are helping humanity. You're helping these entrepreneurs create meaningful change. And my company, we really want to be able to be a partner to these entrepreneurs to help create meaningful change in the world. You know, we get a lot of inquiries from CEOs in countries like Bangladesh, India, various countries in Africa like Kenya, Tanzania, and so on, looking for access for lines of credit or how to participate in private placement programs, and or simply looking for non-recourse loans. And so I have some advice and some solutions, some ideas, and to share with you that I think you can really easily replicate for your business, for you to get access to lines of credit, non-recourse loans or recourse loans, and or simply participate in private placement programs, should that be something you choose to do. The first advice one, and this happens to be fact of life, like this is a universal fact, is whether you're in Bangladesh, India, or some country in Africa, the fact is there are companies in your geography that have access hundreds and millions of dollars in terms of capital, and that's just a fact. And so my first recommendation in you accessing that outcome, that access to that capital, was a non-recourse loan or recourse loan or whatever the deal is for you, that's best for you, is to simply do some research. There are a couple of things you can do. A lot of businesses that access capital do press releases. Sometimes, very few, sometimes not a lot of businesses in my industry want to do press releases on companies we funded. We typically don't want to do that for risk mitigations, from a risk mitigation strategies. But there are a lot of institutions that do a few press releases, and you simply want to do a lot of what I call web research. And you want to look for companies in your area that have access funding, and all you want to do, like strictly all you want to do, is reverse engineer what they've done to how you can apply it. So once you kind of figure out these are the 5 steps they went through, you want to go through those 5 steps. That's like web research 101. The second thing you could do, and I have recommended, is pick up the phone and call attorneys. Attorneys are very good sources of, I have helped a client get a line of credit or loan. You can call attorneys in your geography or simply call international attorneys in different legal jurisdictions to ask them for their advice and say, hey, I'm looking for a line of credit or a loan, and do you have any case studies or stories of people that could be helpful to me? You will be amazed by how many attorneys have past clients where they have assisted the client to get access to a line of credit, loan, non-recourse loan like that. I can tell you in my particular organization, probably a third of the, not clients, but referral sources are attorneys. They know us, they trust us, they know we can fund businesses in different geographies. So I can tell you for sure, calling an attorney that you know or you trust or somebody in your network can refer you to would be a great source of not who to go to. They can obviously offer that, but they can tell you what to do and how to do it. And that's a lot of value. It will cost you some money because that lawyer is not working for free. So at some point it would be ethical, and it's just a business ethical thing to do, is to hire that attorney as your attorney so that the guy can make some cash out of being helpful to you. That's the second thing I would do if I was looking for a line of credit or loan. And I'll just share some case studies or some stories that's related to our business, just so I can give you a framework. So in India, we have, so there's a brokerage firm, it's a kind of a mortgage corporation out of New York City that we are a trusted vendor to. That mortgage company is run by a father-son, very, very, very sharp organization. Like, these guys know exactly what they do, and they dominate what I call the Indian market. A lot of business owners in India know this mortgage company. They're Indians in New York City, and they, give them their money. They give them whatever this the mortgage company is looking for to issue that line of credit or loan back in India. And that mortgage company in India works with us behind the scenes to issue standby letters of credit or issue non-recourse loans or help companies participate in private placement programs. So whatever the deal is there. In Africa, cases that we have seen successfully being done is there's a lot of banks in in Europe that love funding African companies. There's two that I know of that just simply love funding African companies. So what you want to do if you live in Kenya, Tanzania, is to pick up the phone and cold call or look for banks that love funding your business. And I would start with European companies and European banks. And if you can't find an institution there that likes you, I would then go and look for banks in Asia, specifically in Singapore or Dubai, that would appreciate and like to fund African companies. Find a bank down there that you like to do work with that has capital and can help you, let's say, issue a standby letter of credit based on the value of the land you have, the mine you have, the business, hydro company, whatever you have. You want to find a bank that's happy to help issue a standby letter of credit. My organization gets a lot of calls by companies in Africa that have something called standby letter of credit or a bank guarantee. And once that bank guarantee has been issued, standby letter of credit has been issued, then we get a call primarily by the CEO asking for us to monetize it. And primarily we do multiple things. First of all, one of the things we can easily do is issue a standby letter of credit. But typically with countries from Africa or India, I don't offer that service. It's not a popular service. I'd rather them go to a bank and for the bank to get proof of funds, KYC, and then give us the instrument. Once my organization gets the instruments, primarily there's three particular things we can do. We can sell the instrument at this discount. So if you bought for lack of a better word, a Barclays instrument, standby letter of credit at 70% face value, what we do is once you give us the instrument, we can sell it for 90% face value. And that's how one case study or example I can talk about how businesses in Africa are making money because they keep, or not making money, accessing money because they keep that 20% spread to fund their business kind of thing. Second thing we can do is to take your instrument, your standby letter of credit, and we use it as collateral and get you a money multiplier. So we can get, let's say on $100 million standby letter of credit as example, we can get $400 million, $300 million, $200 million, but this is in the form of a loan. And we issue that, and when we issue it, we get some percentage in your business as an minor equity partner, and then obviously we issue it in the form of a debt and equity kind of thing. So we'll give it to you at LIBOR plus 4, LIBOR plus 7, whatever the deal is there. The third thing we do is that once you get an instrument from a European bank or Asian bank, the third thing we can do is to use your instrument to give you something called non-recourse loan. So that's a loan that you don't ever have to pay back, and or assist you to go into something called a small cap private placement program. That's pretty much it in that case in terms of case studies and stories that I can point to and how we help companies, whether it's in India or in Africa, access capital. If you find this information helpful, two things you want to do: subscribe to our YouTube channel. You will get content as they get released that's strategic to your business. Primarily, our business is lineofcredit.ai. Anything we issue is case studies, facts, stories around getting lines of credit or access to capital, like that. The second thing you want to do is you may want to be interested in working with us. If that's of interest to you, there's two ways that we engage with clients. One is, the first way is when you book a call with us, you have to come to the call downloading all the forms from our website. So lineofcredit.ai, you click on services others cannot offer. You pick whatever service that's related to you, whether you want to monitor, whether it's everything to do with SBLCs or accessing capital, whatever the services, you click on that, you download your forms, you fill it up, you book a call with us, and you send us all the forms that we need. Primarily, it's a KYC, proof of funds, or your instrument. That's like part 101 kind of thing. If you don't have any of this information, if you don't have the form or you need knowledge, how do I call a bank? Who's your lender in New York? Whatever. All that, we charge a fee for it. So it's a discovery call we set up. You pay us a fee. And what we found is when organizations pay a fee to be on a call, that's has skin in the game, and they show up to the call and they're fully prepared. We found that to be a lot more helpful than offering a free call kind of thing like that. So that's my name is Taimour Zaman. I hope you found this information helpful. If me and my team can be of help to you, we'd love to have the opportunity of meeting you, and I look forward to seeing you on your side. Thank you. So one of the questions people consistently ask me is, Taimour, how can lineofcredit.ai help me out? And the answer is in 3 ways. Number one, if you have never done a private placement program, if you're not successful at raising capital, if you don't know how to monetize a standby letter of credit, you never have had an institution issue a standby letter of credit, I highly, highly, highly recommend booking us for a one-on-one custom training for you and your organization. If you're a broker and you've never helped a client, kind of cross the line, or if you're a, end user customer like a business executive, and you've never participated in an SBLC monetization program or a private placement program, or you simply want to raise capital and you're not good with it, I highly recommend leveraging over 15 years of experience we have in raising capital, in knowing how to monetize standby letters of credit or issuing standby letters of credit, or simply participating in private placement programs. As part of a thank you in your one-on-one custom training, I give you a free copy of my book, Hypergrowth, How to Connect to Customers in New Ways, and I think you're gonna really, really, really enjoy it. The second way that we can help your organization move forward in some of your business objectives is simply provide you a line of credit or loan that financial institutions or brokers simply can't provide. We've got a couple of very unique programs, Rent a Rich Uncle or the Money Multiplier program, where we provide our assets or purchase courtesy deposits from financial institutions around the world to give you a customized tailored program that works for you and your business needs. And I think we have just a service that really nobody can match. In many cases, financial institutions look at our ratings, look at our credibility, our experience, and feel comfortable lending us millions of dollars that sometimes they don't feel comfortable giving to a small startup or a small business owner or even a gold mine owner. And so in that case, we take on the capital and resell it to the client and give them access to a large sums of capital that financial, traditional institutions or other brokers simply couldn't provide. And then a third way that we can help you out is if you're looking to liquidate some of your assets, like if you've got a standby letter of credit that you want to monetize, we can help take you into a private placement program, or we can help liquidate that standby letter of credit. Or simply if you're looking for SBLC to be issued to you, we work with Tier A institutions to have that issued for you. My name is Taimour Zaman, and I look forward to the opportunity of working with you.